Hi guys, Marc Lebone here. How are you all doing today? Right, today's little lesson on the old string cigar box guitar is a David Bowie song. David Bowie. This is a great song. This is called Heroes. It's just such a great little song to play. There's quite a few chords in it, so it's more aimed at the guys that can play a bit of chords than trying to do it with one finger, because it just wouldn't sound, it doesn't sound right with one finger. The chords in this are D, G, C, A minor and E. So there's a few chords in it. Also, if you want my chord sheets, don't forget to go to the link below or email me and I will send you all the chord sheets. So keeps you up to date. As I say, it's I'll run through it so you can get the gist of how it goes, although most of you wouldn't know how it goes. Obviously this is my version. It's a sort of an acoustic-y style version. It doesn't have all the guitar and the other bits of guitar, like the bass which is in it and the other bits of guitar. It'd be quite difficult to do. You need to be tuned to open a G, so that's the top string G, the middle string D, and the bottom string G. So that gives you your open G. So as I say, I'll run through it and then we'll start breaking it down. There's different versions of this. Obviously there's the single version, but I always do sort of really more the album version, because it's a bit longer, and if you're out playing it somewhere you sort of want to keep it a lot longer because you're not doing all the guitaring bits in the middle. But I'll just go through a verse and then you can sort of start breaking it down. So it starts in the D. I wish I could swim like dolphins can swim. Nothing will keep us together. We can be them forever and ever. We can be heroes just for one day. I will be king, and you will be queen. Oh, nothing will drive them away. We can be them just for one day. We can be heroes just for one day. And then of course as he goes through it, then he goes up a pitch. Chords stay the same, he just goes up a pitch. It's worth listening to a couple of people do it on YouTube. Right, so that's how it goes. It's quite nice. So it starts in the D. As you can see, there's some minor chords in it, so it's quite difficult to play just with one finger. And if you can, then obviously you can do the stretching and things like that. There's a different C in this one, opposed to the C on the 5th fret, which you could play the C on the 5th fret if you want. This is the C at the top end, which is the same, but so I'll show you that anyhow. Right, so it starts in the D, which is the 2nd fret top string, 2nd fret bottom string, middle string open. So that's 2, 0, 2. Then G is all strings open. The C, as I say, is, you could play if you want on the 5th fret, but it sounds better if you play it up here. And what that is, it's 2nd fret, the top string's open, the 2nd fret, 2nd string, and the bottom string, 5th fret. That's C. A minor is 2nd fret, top string, 2nd fret, middle string, and 5th fret, bottom string. E minor is 2nd fret, 2nd string, middle string, and 4th fret, top string, bottom string open. And then back to your D. D, G. Back to D, to G. Then it goes to that C, which is that stretch one. Back to the D. Then the A minor, E minor, back to D. So that's sort of how it sort of goes. I'll come to a close-up so we'll show you those. Now what I'm doing on this hand, with my right hand, or left hand if you're a left-handed player, I'm sort of strumming and picking. It's sort of it's that sort of, you know, hit the top, pull up on the bottom, hit the middle. It's one of those ones where you sort of feel how you're going to strum it. You could just strum it if you wanted. That's just up and down strokes. Just up and down strokes. So you're sort of just doing up and down strokes there. I tend to sort of just say, just do the picking bits. Just gives it a bit more. And if you're going through one of these Voxes, or if you've got pedals, I've actually got obviously reverb on it, but I've got a little bit of chorus, just to give it a little bit of a different sound. You can hear that chorus coming in. And then every now and again I'll just sort of do a hammer on. So what I'm doing, I may lift the finger off and hammer on. Hammer on. So I'm just lifting this finger off on that top string, on the D. Then to the C. So what I do is I'll come to a close-up and there you can actually see what I'm doing on this bit, and I'll sort of try and show you what I'm doing on my other hand. So here we are at a close-up. So as I say, the D is the 2nd fret, so you've got 2nd string, top string 2nd fret, bottom string 2nd fret, middle string open, so that's your D. Your G of course is just all open. The C, that C I'm doing is 2nd string 2nd fret, 5th fret bottom string. That's a C. But if you can't do that, just do the C here. So you'd be. So you do your C here then. So if you can't do this stretching C, just do the C on the 5th fret, all strings. And then the A is the 2nd fret top string, 2nd fret middle string, and again you've got that stretch onto the 5th fret. That's your A minor. The E minor is 2nd fret middle string, 4th fret top string, bottom string open. then back to the D. You can't sort of really do it really with just one finger. It just sort of doesn't really sort of sound right, you know, if you don't play the minors. But that's sort of basically how it goes. So we'll just run through it once. So it's D, open G, back to the D, open G, then to the C, back to the D, A minor, E minor, back to the D, and then the C, G, D. I will be king, D, G, D, you will be G, then C, and nothing will drive them to D, A minor, E minor, to D, and then C, we get heroes, G, just for one D. So, and then say on this hand, what I'm doing here, you can, if you want, just up and down strum it. It's, you know, it's down to you. But I sort of pick, and then what I do on here is every now and again hammer that on the D. Only this finger. And I say, on this hand, if you want to do the picking, I'm just sort of picking odd strings. So it's down, up, down, down top, up, bottom, down middle. So it's sort of, it's one of those songs again, it's you feel with this hand, you feel the picking. If you want to do some muting, so that's sort of doing a bit of muting by just hitting the top strings there. So it's one of those songs, you know, with this hand, sort of play around with how you feel and whatever, you know, the sound you like. Okay, I'll sit back down again. So yeah, it's a great song. It really is a great little song. So it's one of those ones everyone loves, everyone knows it, especially when you go into the higher register. You know, you do that. You know, because he takes it right up. It's a great song. Everyone loves it. So that's it. So it's D, G, C, A minor, E minor, back to the D. Great little song. David Bowie, Heroes. Well, truck on with that one. Don't forget to, if you want the sheets, to send me an email or go to the link below. Please subscribe. Lots more lessons coming up and some more reviews. I've got lots of things coming up for people who've requested. I'm going to do some more reviews on, because people can ask me what my other amps are that I use, because obviously this one I use for my lessons, and I use this one if I'm going out basic busking, because it's got the two inputs. It's got a mic input as well, which is pretty handy. So I'm going to, in a review in the next couple of days, I'm going to do the different amp systems that I use when I go out, because I go out with this one, there's one busking, I have another busking setup which is slightly bigger setup for bigger areas, and then I've got my other two amps that I use, apart from my PA of course. When I go out playing live on stage. I have a smaller one for smaller venues, and of course I've got a bigger amp for bigger venues. So that's it for me today. Please subscribe, check out some of my other lessons, and see you again soon. Marc Lebone. Bye for now.